Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back on my channel. Today's video is going to be all about testing newer products. So some of them I've used once or twice, some of them I haven't used yet. So I thought it would be fun to just review first impression everything all in one video because there's been so many products coming out. So I decided to do a tutorial only using them. It's either going to be a lot of fun or a complete disaster. So let's try this. I'm going to do my makeup right now with you and then I'll update you at the end of the day to see what worked, what didn't, what lasted, etc. So let's start with the foundation. I'm going to try the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. It's supposed to last up to 24 hours, which obviously you really shouldn't necessarily wear a foundation for 24 hours, but if you have to, if it lasts, that's pretty good. I haven't tried this yet. I'm going to apply half my face with my beauty blender, half my face with a brush just to see how it works. I'm going to apply the color 203, which seemed to be somewhat of a good match. I think there's 12 colors. I'll write the right number if I am wrong, but the range of color, you should be able to find a color for you if you're like light to like medium tan. Deeper skin tones, like fair skin tones might have more of a trouble. I feel like it's always like that. 12 colors isn't that much, but I feel like Drugstore doesn't tend to have a million colors. I did have a lot of imperfection on this side, so you can't really see the coverage, but I will be able to test it on this side because I do have a little bit of redness. The coverage, I would agree that it's like medium coverage. It does seem to give me a really even look. So let's try the other half. So this is the close-up for the beauty blender, and this is the one from the brush. Honestly, I don't see a huge difference between the two applications. They both look the same. It's a medium coverage. It does emphasize a little bit my pores, but anything that covers quite a bit tends to do that. It looks pretty nice, but so far I'm not blown away. I feel like it's something that, because it's supposed to be super long wearing, that's probably what is going to be impressive to me. I'm actually curious to see if it's going to be drying or not, because I do feel like it emphasizes a tiny bit the dryness on my nose, and at the end of the day, if it emphasizes it a little bit more or not. I don't necessarily agree about the lightweight, but it's still drying, it's still tacky, so I'm going to do my under eye concealer and then I'll set my makeup. Concealer, I'm going to apply the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer, which I have been using it, I've been testing it. To be honest, I think I might still prefer the Urban Decay one. It's not bad. This one smells like coconut, so if that's a bonus for you, then go for it. Personally, I know every time I say it, people are like, what? But I don't love coconut. I know. I should have told you the color. I'm using the color light, by the way, which I feel like they have a bunch of shades. I somewhat have a hard time finding color that is in between like my lighter and then tan-ish skin. Kind of have a problem finding that perfect one. I feel like it goes from like really light to like really dark really quickly. I would say it gives you like medium coverage. As you can see, I just apply a little bit and then I just add a little bit more where I need it, which I just feel like that's my trick. That's my tip to make it look a little less cakey under my eyes. I'm just really a fan of like natural looking makeup, especially under my eyes, because they're so dry that it doesn't take much for it to look like ugh. So you can see the coverage. I would say probably medium coverage. It's actually pretty good considering my dark circles are pretty, well, we all think our dark circles are pretty intense, but mine are pretty intense. So yeah, they covered them pretty well. I feel like I can still feel the foundation on my face, so we're gonna set it in place. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Better Skin Skin Transforming Powder. If you have combination skin or oily skin especially, you will love that line. I feel like they have a great concealer and powder and foundation, and the powder does give you some coverage. So I'm going to try to not apply too much because I don't really want to add more coverage right now, but it's just going to set it in place a bit. It's going to make my life easier to apply the bronzer and blush, etc. By the way, if you have some acne, there's some salicylic acid in there, so it's supposed to help you, which I do have like a few little pimples, so let's see if it's gonna help. Brows, I'm gonna use some of the new Benefit brow products, which they came out with a ridiculous amount of brow products all at once, so I will do a full video on them, like wearing each of them, so you can really decide which one you want to try. But I'm gonna use my favorite so far. This is the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 4, and then I'm gonna set it in place with the Gimme Brow in number 3. If you've been wondering what I was wearing on my brows lately, that's what I've been twisting, and I know I've been getting a lot of compliments, so it was all along this brow pencil. I just wish they had fixed the problem that I have with the Gimme Brow, which I know I'm not the only one. There's just too much product that comes out on the brush, and then when you have to like take it off, it just eventually makes a mess when you take it out. So It's a little bit of a bummer, but I really like the way it looks. It's definitely like one of my favorite one of the fiber brow products. I can just use this on a daily basis if I don't have time to do my brows properly, and this does the job. So I do like it. It's just a little bit messy. Next, I want to try the new Rimmel Contour Kit. So I have the color 02 Coral Glow, and I just swatched them, and to be honest, I'm not sure how that's gonna go. So this is what they look like. I feel like the highlighter doesn't seem like it's gonna do much. Or even bronzer, actually. As you can see, like they're not really very pigmented. I'm gonna start with the contour, which kind of is more of a bronzer than anything because it has some type of like sheen to it. It's actually pretty nice if you have light skin. Just gives you a very natural glow. I feel like on camera though, with artificial lighting, everything looks like you're applying so much. Highlighter, just because I know it's not going to be super pigmented, I think I'm going to try a little bit of the Cover FX drops, which these are so pigmented. Just applying the tiniest little amount on my hand. So the color I have is Moonlight, and it's super intense. I applied a tiniest little amount and it's really shimmery. So let's try this on my cheekbones. Yeah, that's really intense. I don't want to overdo it because I want to try the other one on top, but it's actually pretty. I was afraid it wasn't like, I wasn't going to be able at all to make it like wearable, which I know we all have different amount for it to be wearable, but I think it's gonna be really easy to go overboard. You need the tiniest little amount. I still need to test it with mixed with my foundation. I'll actually include like a little something because I'm gonna try it before I upload this video, so you'll know if it works or not. So I'm gonna try to blush, which seems to be a bit powdery, but should be pigmented enough. I tried to apply a little bit of the highlighter on top of the other one, which honestly I'm not feeling it. I kind of actually like the bronzer better than I thought I would, but I don't know. What do you think? Have you tried it? What do you think? For my eyes, I'm going to try the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to start by using this color here, which is Raw Sienna. Apply this in my crease. For my eyeliner, I'm going to use the LA Girl. They came out with this new matte eyeliner pen, which I've been testing out the black one and I wanted to test out the brown one just to see if I think it's consistent or not, because I kind of like, but at the same time I'm kind of disappointed with the other one, so I think maybe it's just the one that I have. I tried to use this brown one, which is the color Espresso. This is like the perfect eyeliner. It's waterproof. It was really black, but the thing is that eventually it was just not working, and it's like brand new, so it's like, why? So let's see if the brown one works better. Because it's super precise at first and I really like it. So I ended up messing it up a little bit on the side, but overall it didn't have any issue with the ones that the black one had. So I think I just got a dud one, but this is super waterproof. It dries fast, it's matte, and it's awesome. It's super precise too. The tip is just perfect. So I really like it as long as it doesn't dry as quickly as the other one did. I don't know why. I actually was trying to make my eyeliner really thin so I could test out the mascara. Sorry for that. Apparently I failed completely. But I'm going to test the new Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara, which I got a little sample of. So this is what the brush looks like. That's pretty normal brush. So it's plastic, by the way, so let's do this. Okay, this mascara is freaking awesome. I adore it. I don't like to spend a lot of money on mascara, and I test so many from Drugstore, and there's a bunch that are good, but holy shit. Sorry for my language, but holy shit. I'm hoping you're gonna be able to tell even though I'm wearing like a lot of eye makeup, but how crazy do my lashes look? They are pretty long naturally, but holy moly. So unless the mascara ends up like smudging or flaking like crazy, this is awesome. And I'm like gonna cherish that sample size and maybe buy the full size like during the Sephora sale, but oh my, okay. Okay, for my lipstick, I'm gonna choose one of the NYX, those are the Cosmic Metals lip cream. I think I'm gonna go for this one, which is Speed of Light, which is like basically a rusty color, which we're gonna go full grungy today. Oh my god. That actually looks like something that would be awesome on your eyes. Oh yeah. They kind of feel like a thick lip gloss. Okay, so they don't smell like anything, and now my eye makeup looks really normal compared to this. So this is the final look. I feel like the foundation actually set pretty nice. It doesn't seem to emphasize my nose anymore. Everything else looks pretty good. The mascara is awesome, seriously. I'm kind of disappointed a little bit with my cheek makeup, but yeah. So I'm gonna go on with my day and I'll update you at the end and let you know which of these products are a hit and which ones are a miss. I've been wearing my makeup for 10 hours and I wanted to update you. I have to say, can we talk about the lipstick? It's still on my lips. Maybe not perfectly, but wow, I'm really impressed. I have to say I didn't eat like spaghetti or like hamburger or anything, but it's still there. Just, you can see it did disappear a little bit, but how did that last better than like most lipsticks? That's just crazy. It's probably not gonna be my new everyday lipstick, but it's impressive if it lasted that well. The rest of my makeup lasted well. There's no flaking or smudging from my eyeliner and mascara. As you can see, they're still looking great. My face though is feeling oily, which I don't really have oily skin, but lately my skin has been all over the place, so you can really see that it is looking more shiny. Actually, just for the sake of it, I think I'm gonna reapply a little bit of powder just to see if you can reapply it during the day. Okay, it reapplies really well. I didn't use anything to take off the oiliness because sometimes you reapply powder and it looks cakey. It really doesn't look cakey. I'm hoping you'll be able to see, but like it's not cakey at all. It looks awesome. Okay, awesome powder. I'm actually surprised the cheek products are still on my cheeks. How is this blush still on my cheeks? I did not expect that, so I will definitely try it more and let you know what I think about it, but at first, I wasn't sold, but the fact that it lasted all day long, I'm impressed. The only other thing I'm not 100% sure would be the foundation. I will have to test it out more. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips or tricks if you have been wearing it more. So the foundation I wouldn't recommend if you have really oily skin, unless you're ready to apply some oil controlling primer and apply some powder during the day. Once I reapplied powder, it looks great, so I can't really complain. I'm not fully sold on it though. I think it would probably be a good mix with their other long-wearing foundation that they have that is matte. I feel like together it might probably work better for combination skin. If you have dry skin though, this will work for you. I do feel like it did oxidize a tiny little bit though if you compare it to my neck. I feel like it matched a little bit earlier. Maybe it's just me. Not sold on the color though. I'll try it more and let you know. Other than that, the concealer disappeared, but less than I expected. I don't know if it's because, again, my skin is a little less dry, but it's still decently there. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these products and what do you think about them. Don't forget to subscribe and not miss any future videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.